Me again. Hey, interpersonal communication class, chapter 3. You know the deal so far. The million dollar question. The million dollar question. How do we get along with? How do we communicate? How do we coexist with people that don't share our truth? Well, it begs the question. Where do we get our truth in the first place? It begs the question. What do we do with our truth? Okay, there are so many questions. Hopefully, at the end of this chapter, there'll be more questions. More questions. Okay? Hi, listen. We talked about the SDM formula, taking in things through our senses, deciphering it, and making meaning or truth. We talked specifically yesterday about dogma. Dogma. The puppet strings of dogma. Okay? I just need you to consider. We are sometimes controlled by other people that put truths into our head. We didn't invent them. They were just, pounded in. And now I go to the voting booth, for instance, and I bubble in a circle. And really, what I did for the first 3 times I voted, I bubbled in a circle as a puppet, okay, right here, somebody else pulling the strings. Somebody else that put that truth into me was actually bubbling in the candidate. Okay? Oh man, see, I don't know if that's how you want to live. My hope is that you look now at the star model as a possible cure for dogma. But again, I know why you're comfortable. Like, just, Mom, just tell me what to think. Dad, tell me who to vote for. I know why you do that, because my parental units, my teachers and preachers gave me lovingly everything that they wanted to give me until I could start thinking for myself. Danger. Warning. Warning. Most of the time it comes from love. Yeah. Much more about that in chapter 5. Okay? What happens when the truth that people impose on you, stamp on you, what happens when that is, man, what happens when that is less than appropriate or violent? Just asking. Hi, the star model. Don't Google this and don't try to look it up because I invented it. But I borrowed significantly from people like Daniel Pink in A Whole New Mind, okay? Von Bach and his whack on the side of the head. I borrowed things. You know what I did? I went out and I read and I looked and I touched. I used my senses. I took things in through my senses and I created for myself, by myself, this cure for dogma. So here we go. I'm going to give you the entire star model, all 7 parts, so that you can pause, write it down in your notebooks. Okay? Pause, write it down in your notebooks, and then we can build it and I can show you. Okay? Please listen very carefully and watch carefully for all 7 of the components of the star model to be developed in lecture. Please. It's going to be a big deal on the test. Ooh, points. But it's going to be a big deal if you want to cut the puppet strings and become your own person who acts because of a truth that you create. That you create. Whoosh, bye, puppet strings. I'm going to the voting booth. I want to be my own person. Okay? Maybe it even matches the philosophy of my mom. Awesome. Because you're your own person. All right. Hold on a second. All right, number one in the star model. Take a sneaky peek up at the apex, the tippy top. That little black triangle, that's what you already know. That's what you already know. Okay? And let's just take any subject. Oh, I know, politics again, because that was what I started with yesterday. So let's continue that. This is what you know about being a Democrat. This is what you know about being a Republican. That up at the top, that tiny little black triangle, this is the stuff you know. And by the way, it's the only thing the school system cares about. It really is. You know, they don't care about your opinion. Oh, look. Over here. Hi. Everything's backwards still. Okay, look. They don't care about your opinion about that. They don't care about what you can create or imagine about that black dot. Oh no, see no. They're going to fill your head with stuff to know. So that little triangle up at the top, that's really what we care about. And then we test you on it, and then you get good grades, and then we kick you out of this box, and we call that education. The stuff you know. But now look at number two. Number two on the star model. This is unbelievably important to realize. You need to realize that there are things that you don't even know that you don't even know. What? Yeah. There's some stuff you have an inkling about and you just don't know it, but the world is filled. In the original model, I dashed the lines because this is almost infinite. The things that you don't even know that you don't even know. Okay? And this is where it gets to be kind of this sticky wicket. Yesterday I showed you the platform and the planks in the platform for the Republican Party. Okay, and I was reading things. Like censorship in the internet and tort reform, and it's like, what? Planks in the wada-hada hootie? Yep. The things you don't even know that you don't even tort reform. What? Yep. There are some things that you don't even know that you don't even know. Okay. Why? Well, because we don't give you time to explore. We don't give you time to go find out. We don't give you time to dive deeply into a subject. Nope, we don't have time for that. We want you to know this and this. We want you to know this, and then we want you to throw it back at me on the test. We don't have time for you to be an explorer. Look at number 3 in the star model. This is where people come to a screeching halt, like, they come to a screeching halt because this exploration, when you realize there are some things you don't even know that you don't even know, exploration means work. Okay, look. To be a good Democrat, you have to read the 98, you have to read the 101 planks in the Democratic platform upon which the Democratic Party stands. Then you have to juxtapose them to the 98 planks in the Republican Party platform to see what the Republicans think. And then you have to go explore by asking a myriad of people about their opinions. You actually have to watch things like the presidential debates. You have to watch. You have to listen. You have to take, here's the key, take things in through your senses. Read, listen. You have to feel. Okay? You have to take things in through your senses. And you have to explore. Because why? Because why? There's things you don't even know that you don't even know. In this case, about politics. In this case, about being a Democrat or a Republican. There's things you don't even know that you don't even know. And if you want to cut the puppet strings and act on your own truth that you build by yourself for you, okay, the first step is going to be hard work. It's going to be tough. I don't have time for that, Joswiak. I got hockey practice, and I got piano, and I got homework, and oh my God, Lun's class. Oh, yeah, you know why? We're doing that to you. We're doing that to you. well, it's not a conspiracy theory, but here's a possibility. We're keeping you really busy, and then we're telling you how to think. We're telling you who you are. We're going to say this: you are an X, you are a Y. And then we're going to fill your days with busy. And then when you're not busy, we'll just, here, look, and we're going to hand you controllers to the new video games that we bought for you. Pacifiers. Placating. You ever lay in bed at 3 o'clock in the morning and stare at the ceiling and wonder if this is all there is to life? And go to school, go to work, make money, games, parties, play. You ever think something might be missing? 3 o'clock in the morning. It's when you wrestle with things like, why do I even think this way? Why do I believe this? And maybe you don't. I know why, because it's easier. It's easier to listen to other people and be controlled. Exploration takes hard work. Will you look at this? You cannot even begin to start to explore if you do not have an open mind. If you don't have an open mind, you cannot even begin to start to explore. Okay, here's my idea of an open mind. Look, let's see. Look at all the spaces in here. Look at all the spaces in here. Okay, this is an open mind. Okay, and stuff gets in and stuff gets out. What? Yeah, look at this. Look at the model for an open mind. Look up at the top. A new idea drops in. You know what that new idea is? The stuff that you didn't even know that you didn't even know. A new idea drops in. Why? Because you're exploring and you got these holes in your head. Both the holes are super important. Why? Otherwise, nothing new is going to get in. Nothing new is going to get in. And that second hole, the obsolete idea that, I don't know how else to do that, but that hole in the back of the dude's head, look at that. That's even more important, in my opinion. The old crap sometimes has to get out. I know this. I know this from experience. Think about it. If I didn't go on a great explore when I was your age, if I didn't go on a great explore and look and touch and read and think and hear things, if I didn't go on a great explore and let new stuff get in here and let the old fall out, oh my God, I would still be the puppet of my grandfather. Again. He gave me some great things. He taught me how to split wood in 6-foot sections and stack it for the winter to dry it. But he also taught me to be a blithering racist. And if I didn't let new stuff come in, if I didn't go on a great explore, that concept of racism would still be in here. I'd still be a puppet. Okay? Thank God. That crap has fallen out. Thank God that crap has fallen out. Look. I want this to be your mind, an open mind. I want you to play with new ideas. I want you to have fun with new thoughts. I want things to come into your brain. But look, more importantly, look, all the spaces here. Some of that crap has to fall out. Or this is going to happen. Look. I know people that are 16, 26, people that are my age, 36. No, that's a joke. I know old guys like me that have such closed minds. Hard, fast, closed minds. That it's like, Joswiak, I dare you to teach me anything. I don't need to know that crap. I already know it. I know enough. I know enough. Or look at this guy. Look at this guy. Hey, look, my way or the highway. Nope. Don't even bring that concept up in my house. No way. No way. Okay? I have a friend. Who's got such a closed mind. I know people like this. He's got such a closed mind. He won't even listen to the people's opinions about different politics. Okay? There are other people. I have an acquaintance. I don't really hang around with this guy. I have an acquaintance that has such a closed mind that his own wife cannot tell him who she votes for president. This guy would go ballistic. Why? Look, here's why. He's got a closed, hard mind. Nothing new is going to get in there. And I hang out with some Republicans, and I hang out with some Democrats, and I hang out with some people that could give a fat rat's behind about politics. But I hang out with people, all those people have open minds. All those people have open minds. Okay? I can talk with them about it, I don't have to change the subject. How about those wild? Okay? Open-minded exploration. Except we don't do it. And there are things that get in the way. One of the things that gets in the way is bias. One of the things that gets in the way is bias. I need you to understand this. Bias. Like, for instance, confirmation bias, where you know that you could go out and look on Google. You can use the Google machine, and you can find a couple of good sites that back you up. So you're going to go look, but you're going to ignore everything that you find that doesn't back up your pre-existing opinion. Confirmation bias. I believe X is happening. So I go use my Google machine, and oh boy, do I find 2 or 3 good sites that say, yep, you're right, X is happening. And I ignore everything else in between. I don't even look at the opposition. I search only confirmation bias. I only search for things and facts that are going to back up my opinion, to confirm that I'm right, ignoring everything else. And then there's this bias. This is fun. Belief perseverance. Here's what that means. And I'm making these really short, and you should look into it. You really should. Use the Google machine. Belief perseverance. This is where you have an opinion about X. Okay? I don't know what it is. I don't care what it is. Let's take one of the debated Lakevillian philosophies like climate change. Let's do that. Let's take climate change. So, your opinion on climate change is X. So, you go down and you start researching because your biology teacher wants you to do a research project. So, you take environmental change or climate change. Okay? And you believe X. And you start to research and you find 457,000 articles 457,000 articles that say you're wrong. Yeah. One or two that say you're right. 457,000 articles that say you're wrong, and you cross your arms and go, nah. I still believe what I believe. Belief, perseverance. That's not an open mind. That's not an open-minded exploration. That's this. Nah. Okay? No. Please, can you do this? Please? Can you play like this? Life's way more fun. Doing. Especially when you make stupid sound effects. Doing. Life's way more fun. Okay? All right. And you'll be able to talk to, work with, communicate with, coexist with, become life partners with people, even if they don't share your same philosophies or truth. Your choice. All right. There. That's fun for me. Listen, we got through some major parts of the STAR model. The realization that I know this much, but I'm out in the commons, pounding on the table, screaming about X or Y, yelling X, and I'm pounding on the table, okay? And I know this much because it's been force-fed to me, dogma, okay? But then I have this sense. I have this realization that there might be some things that I don't even know. Now, I can stop right there, or I can go on a great open-minded exploration. And I can look into both sides. And I can think. I can touch, I can read, I can listen, I can watch. Okay? Your choice. I know you have practice and you have piano. And I know Lund gives like this super tough homework. I know. Your choice. Okay? All right. Tomorrow, the rest of the STAR model. Tomorrow, we start like really cutting the puppet strings and becoming your own person by yourself, for yourself, so that you understand where your truth has come from. So that you don't have to scream in the commons and end up only being able to say, it's just what I think, it's just what I believe. Nope, you can actually say, there's a document and I looked into this and this is what professor, and this is, okay. Okay. All right, way more about this tomorrow. Keep your stick on the ice. I'm rooting for you.